promised, Lesson on the Links is back for the second time this week. Perfect timing on a day like this as we aim to aid your game on a windy day. Hello and welcome into another edition of Lesson on the Links. For the second time this week, we are back out at the beautiful Thunder Bay Golf.
We're grinding right now.
Hello and welcome into another edition of Lesson on the Links. For the second time this week, we are back out at the beautiful Thunder Bay Golf Resort, back with head pro John Koszewski. So John, a couple days ago, we took a look at drivers, getting that great start off the tee. Now a little something different. Obviously, as every golfer knows, Mother Nature can be so unforgiving. So what is it that we want to take a look at this week?
Today, Kyle, we're going to talk about trying to keep the ball down out of the wind a little bit. It's been a pretty windy summer, a hot summer. Actually, today's pretty calm, but it's worthwhile to know how to keep the ball down when it's a windy day.
So John, Mother Nature, whether it's wind or rain, can always be such a tough thing to conquer. So specifically with the wind, what is it that as golfers we need to do to kind of better our chances to continue to hit those great shots?
Well, speaking of wind, you're trying to keep the flight down a little bit lower. So it's okay to take a little more club, a little extra club. Ball position is key. You want to play the ball back a little bit in your stance. And then you want to finish low with your swing, meaning your hands need to stay a little bit lower in your follow through. The old adage is if you swing slow to hit the ball low, that'll help, because when you put backspin on the ball, the harder you swing, you're going to put backspin on the ball. That gets the ball up in the air. We're trying to keep it down a little bit. We're going to swing a little bit slower, a little extra club, finish a little bit lower, and the ball should fly lower too.
All right, can't wait to see.
All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is we're going to talk about ball position. I'm going to take a little bigger step left and a smaller step right. That's putting the ball just back of center in my stance. I have an iron here, so I'm still going to have a little bit of a forward press, which you see with my hands. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make a nice smooth swing, and I'm going to try to finish, I'm going to abbreviate my swing a little bit back here, and then as I swing through, I'm going to abbreviate my swing here also. The lower finish, especially with my hands, like you can see here, is going to bring the ball out on a lower flight to keep it out of the wind. So to show you how that would work, a little bigger step left, small one right, get yourself set. Don't swing too hard because you don't want to put too much backspin on the ball. And just kind of, it's not a punch shot, it's a full turn with my shoulders, but I'm finishing low like you see here.
All right, so John, obviously, as much as we golfers want for a bright, beautiful, sunny day every time we step out on the golf course, obviously it's not always going to be like that. Sometimes we get some of those rough winds. So what is it that we want to do that one last time that we want to kind of push forward and push together when we want to hit those great shots through some really tough winds?
Well, take a little bit extra club, play the ball back in your stance a little bit, and then just abbreviate your follow through a little bit, almost like a 3/4 follow through. So keep your hands low to hit the ball low.
All right, thanks, John. We want to thank you at home once again for tuning in to Lessons on the Links, and be sure to tune back in next week for another great tip out there for all of you golfers.